So, my intention for today is really about opening the neck and shoulders and the upper back and releasing tension from this area. So that's going to be our main focus today. And less about pushing hard and more about releasing tension and releasing tight muscles in the neck, the shoulders, so that we have more space to breathe. And I think at this time, things are starting to get a little more stressful. And it's important that we learn how to open the body and relax. So that's our intention today. So hopefully at the end of this practice, you'll have more space, more breath, less pain, less tension, and feel a little bit lighter. Okay, so we're going to start with a supported chest opener. You can take one blanket, roll up the blanket nice and tight, put it under your upper back. And the other blanket will come here for the head. You don't want your head and neck going back. You want your head nice and comfortable, chin slightly facing the chest. So we're going to lie on our back. This blanket will go under the upper back, not the low back, just over the shoulder blade area, the thoracic spine, the palms face up. And so we're lying here in a chest opener. If you have back pain, it's fine to bend the knees. You can also bend your knees and let your knees touch, which takes a little bit of tension out of the low back. If your back is feeling good, straighten the legs. So let's stay here for a few breaths. We're going to start by inhaling and exhaling. And I want you to notice the expansion of the rib cage with every inhale, and how the rib cage falls with every exhale. Also notice if you're breathing into your neck muscles, if you're using your neck muscles, and try to relax and soften that area. So that as we breathe in, the diaphragm goes down, and the chest, the lungs can expand. And as you exhale, again, there's no tension in the neck and shoulders. Focus on the rib cage expanding outward and upward. On the inhale and on the exhale, it just naturally recoils back. If your mind wanders, and it will wander, so don't expect it not to, you just want to bring your attention back to the breath. So every breath, even if it's for every single second, just keep bringing your attention back to the breath. And we'll hold here for another minute or so, just opening the whole body. Release any tension in your jaw or in your face. And also in your forehead. Let go of any tension through the forehead area. And then we can take our arms overhead. If that feels okay, you can reach for your elbows and take your arms overhead and hold here. If that hurts the shoulders, then just keep your arms down here. And hold for a few breaths with the arms overhead, noticing how much more expansion we get in the rib cage. And then switch the hands. So switch the hold, hold the opposite elbow, and take a few more breaths. And then release back. We're going to bend the knees. You're going to roll over to the side. And don't sit up, just roll to the side, come up. You can take your blanket, roll out. It's okay to keep something under the head for support and lie back onto your back. We're going to begin with the morning series. So we're going to loosen up the spine from the head all the way down to the coccyx. So you'll relax your head on the blanket, take your arms overhead, inhale. And as you exhale, reach through the fingertips, press the heels forward, stretch the feet back, and lift the belly, zip the belly up. And on the inhalation, let it go, relax. So we're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, reach the fingertips back, push the heels forward, lift the belly, lengthen the spine, full body stretch. Inhale, relax. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, reach through the fingertips. And inhale, relax. And 1 more time. Exhaling, reach through the fingertips. And inhale, relax. Now bring your arms by your side. We're going to start by pumping the heels. So if you don't understand, you can come look closer at the screen. But as I pump my feet, I want my whole body to rock. So even my neck is moving. So we're going to do that on the exhalation. Inhale. And as you exhale, just start to point and flex, and start to massage the whole back of the body. And then as you inhale, relax. Okay? Exhale. Point and flex, point and flex. We're just warming up the fascia, the tissue of the spine, the neck, the pelvis. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pump. And inhale, relax. Okay, now we're going to do ankle circles. So bring your feet together, inhale. As you exhale, we're going to circle 3 times. And then inhale, relax. And exhale, go to the left. You want to keep your feet together for this, and you also want to relax your neck and shoulders so the whole body moves. Inhale, center. Exhale, circle to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, big circles to the left. Inhale. Exhale, circle to the right. Inhale, exhale, circle to the left. Good. Okay, so now listen carefully. We're going to take the right leg, bring the right foot on top of the left foot. So you'll wedge your Achilles tendon in between your first and second toe of the left foot. Take the right arm out to the side and left hand on top of the right shoulder. So left hand on the right shoulder, right leg on top of the left. We're going to inhale, legs straight. Exhale, twist the body, lift the pelvis, twist as far as you can go, keeping your shoulder on the ground. Push through the heel and lift the belly. And then just come back to center. Switch legs and switch arms. So the left leg will come on top of the right hand on the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. This is called a straight leg twist. So push out through the heels, lift the belly, and come back and switch. Right leg on top of the left. Inhale and exhale. Twist. Inhale back to center. Left arm out. Left leg on top of the right. Inhale. Lift the belly. Push through the heels. So we're twisting the lumbar spine. Don't worry about how far you go. It's a small movement. 1 more each side. Inhale and exhale. Twist, just warming up the spine. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And come back to the center. Good. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Take a moment here. So hug the right knee in, push out through the left heel. And then bring the right leg all the way across the body. So you want to try to touch the floor with your knee. And you're going to reach out through the right fingertips and push out through the left heel. Okay? Now we're going to stay here for a few breaths and then we'll start to speed it up. But I want you to learn that in this pose, we're opening the chest, we're opening the rib cage. So inhale, exhale, push through the left heel, reach through the fingertips, lift the belly, open the chest. And that the movement here is coming into the chest and the shoulders. And then come back to the center. Okay, we'll do the left side and hold it for a few breaths, and then we'll start to move faster. So we're going to bring this knee as close as you can towards the floor. If there's any back pain, then back off a little bit. Have your shoulder, it's okay if your shoulder comes off the ground. Okay, for most people, they'll come off the ground. Push through the right heel. Inhale. As you exhale, I'm going to start to twist with my rib cage, moving my left rib cage down towards the floor. So most of the movement is coming from the upper back. Push through the heel. Inhale. And exhale, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, open the chest. We're twisting the thoracic spine here, the upper back. One more breath. And then come back. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 times each side, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Moving faster. Exhale, left leg. Twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back. Let's do 1 more each side. This is really good for opening up the front of the chest, the pecs, and getting some mobility in the upper back. Reach through the fingertips, lots of energy there. Good. Then come back to the center, take the arms overhead, and we're gonna do a simple knee to chin. So inhale, hug the knee in and bring your chin to your knee. And then inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, left knee in, chin to the knee. Inhale, arms overhead, exhale, chin to the knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, chin to the knee. 1 more each side. Hug the right knee in. And hug the left knee in. Now we're going to do both legs at the same time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hug both knees in. Curl up like a ball. Bring your chin to your knees. And then inhale, release. And exhale, hug the knees in. If this creates any back pain, it's okay to just have your knees bent and to work with your knees bent and feet on the floor to begin. So either legs are straight or knees are bent. 1 more time. Exhale. Good. Now stay here, hugging the knees into the chest, and you'll reach around your legs and reach for your elbows. If you don't reach, that's okay. You can have your hands on your knees. So we're going to inhale here in the center, and exhale, just roll gently to the right and back up. And our goal for this is not to fall, so we want to control the movement. Inhale, center. Exhale, go as far as you can, and then back up, massaging the back muscles, using the core as well a little bit. So inhale, exhale to the right, and back. Inhale, exhale to the left, don't fall over, and back. 1 more each side. And left side. And then release that. We're going to need our strap. So go grab your yoga strap if you don't have it next to you. You're going to lie on your back, and we're going to take the right leg up for Supta Paramushtasana. Head can still be supported on a blanket, that's fine. Take the right leg up, hold the strap, and push through the left heel. Okay, push through the left inner heel. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Open the chest. Lift the heart. So let's try it this way and then we'll try it another way in a moment. Switch legs, take the left leg up. Again, keep your arms straight, but push your shoulder blades down towards the ground. And at the same time, you want to push out through the right inner heel. So bring those shoulders down, lift the chest, open the heart. And then release that. So if your strap is looped, I want to show you a different way that you can do this, which is nice for opening the chest. You can take the strap over the heel and bend your elbows. So now your elbows are on the floor, a little bit away from the body. And then you can push your arms down into the floor and see if you can open your chest here. So we're pushing the arms down, lifting the chest, push out through the left heel, and open the heart here. So elbows are on the ground, forearms are on the ground, chest is lifted. And then release and switch legs, left leg up. Push the elbows down into the ground, lift the chest, open the heart. And then release. And one more each side. Right leg up, left leg out. Press the elbows down, press the forearms down, lift the chest. And then switch sides one more time. Last one. We're not holding a very long time. We're doing more movement with breath. Open the chest. Push out through the bottom heel. Good. And then we'll release that. And then we'll finish the sequence with 3 full body stretches. So arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Reach through the fingertips. Feet together, heels forward. Inhale, relax. And exhale, stretch. Inhale, relax. And exhale, stretch. And then we're going to bend the knees, roll over to the side, and come up to a seated position. And here you can take your blanket, or if you're used to sitting on a block, you can sit up on the block. We're going to take our strap, Gomukhasana arms, take the right arm. So take the strap over the wrist and reach for the strap with your hand. Take the right arm up and overhead, and the left arm behind the back. Left arm behind the back. So Gomukhasana arms. Watch that you're not overarching your spine here. We want to bring the ribs back, press the sitting bones into the ground, roll the left shoulder back, and open the chest. Take a few deep breaths. Again, what you want to notice is that you don't want to breathe into your neck muscles. You want to soften these muscles, the upper trapezius. Roll the left shoulder back and down and open the chest. Okay, soften the forehead, soften the jaw. We often don't notice how much tension we're holding in our face and in our jaw and in our neck. So now's an opportunity to soften that, relax it. Don't worry about how close your hands are to one another. We don't want to let the shoulder come forward. We want to work on rolling the shoulder back and down. And then release that side. Take the left arm up, Gomukhasana. We're going to systematically work through many chest openers, shoulder openers, neck releases today. So roll the right shoulder back and down, left elbow up towards the sky. Take a few deep breaths. Keep pressing your sitting bones down into the ground. Really press those sitting bones down. Bring the lower ribs back. Keep the spine nice and long, and then open the chest. So roll the right shoulder back and down. back a few times. Take the arms out to the side, reach through the fingertips, and draw the shoulders back and down. Just hold here. Really want to get this sense of stretching through the whole front of the chest without letting the shoulders come up to the ears. So drop the shoulders away from the ears, reach through the fingertips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, take the right arm under the left. Now, we're going to try to bring the hands together. They may not reach. It's okay to be here, and it's also okay to hug yourself. So if you don't quite touch your hands, just find another variation. Rest your forehead on your thumbnail, and then press the elbows into each other. So you're resisting, and you want to open up the area of the upper back. So I want you to feel the muscles between the shoulder blades expanding, stretching, and see if you can breathe into your upper back. So move your breath into the upper back area. Inhaling, feeling the upper back, spreading wide, and exhale. So we're releasing tension in the muscles of the upper back, the middle trapezius, and the rhomboids. And let your upper back round a little bit. Let it be soft. A couple more breaths here. So a good thing to think about in this pose is really releasing the weight of the world. Letting go of control, letting go of the fact that we feel that we have to control everything. And I think now especially is a really good time to practice this. Other side, take the arms out, reach out, drop the shoulders away from the ears, inhale. And exhaling, left arm under the right. Spread the shoulder blades wide on the back. Relax the neck muscles. Open the chest. Open the upper back area. And release any sense of control. Just surrender to what's happening right now. Just be here without the need to change anything. And then release down. Good. Let's twist to the right. So take the left hand on the outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind the back. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Get some length in the spine, and then exhaling, twist. Other side, making sure that as you inhale, you're lengthening your spine. So you're inhaling, lengthening by pushing your hand into the ground. Exhaling, draw the belly button towards the spine and twist. Okay, again to the right. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist. And to the left. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist. To the right again. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And to the left. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And then release that. Let's come into child's pose. So we're going to take the knees wide. So the knees are apart, toes are together. We're going to walk the fingertips forward and keep your arms very engaged. So you want to feel like you're lifting your triceps up towards your arm bone. And also you want to feel that you're spreading your shoulder blades apart. You're widening your shoulder blades on your upper back. So reach through the fingertips, relax the head. And as you exhale, spread the shoulder blades wide on the back and begin to melt the heart towards the floor. So there's a lot of energy in the arms. Really activate the arms, reaching forward as you're sitting back at the same time. So we get more length through the spine, through the sideways. Take a few deep breaths here. Let's walk our hands to the right side. And then take your right hand on top of your left hand. So you're kind of stabilizing your left hand. Sit a little more over to the left. And then really open up the left side of the body. Open up the left side of the body. So you want to feel a nice stretch through this whole area, especially around the upper arm area, side of the waist. And see if you can bring your breath into the left rib cage. So inhale and exhale. And then walk on to the other side. Now you'll take your left hand on top of the right hand. Sit over onto the right hip, right heel. And then stretch all the way through. And then come back to the center. Okay, so you want to measure where your hands are, where your feet are. You don't want to change that. You want to keep your hands where they are, feet where they are. Spread your fingers, curl the toes, keep your knees bent. And as you push your index finger mounds into the ground, you want to lengthen the sides of the waist. So bend the knees quite a bit, even if you're not used to it, because we want to open the chest. So we want to open up that upper back area. Lift up, open the chest. Don't worry about the legs right now, just get the chest nice and open. And then come forward, hands and knees. You can sit back into child's pose. And again, come forward. And downward facing dog. Bend the knees, push the hands into the ground, lift the hips up. And feel the upper back moving into the body. It's like you're absorbing the upper back into the body. And then come back down slowly. Okay. So we're going to come up to standing. You're going to take your strap with you. So if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a scarf, you can use whatever you have, something long. You want to take the strap nice and wide and keep the arms straight. And we're going to go up and over. Now when we do this, you want to keep your arms straight. So you don't want to bend your elbows at any point. We're just going to come up and over, okay? So up and over. If it's easy, you can bring your hands closer together. If it's hard, then take your arms further apart and see if you can speed it up a bit. Start to go faster. Keeping the elbows straight. You want to maintain tension in the straps. See, some of you don't have a lot of tension in your straps. So then take your hands a little bit closer. Challenge yourself a little bit. Okay, good. Okay, now hopefully most of us have a yoga strap. If you don't, I'll give you another option. But for right now, you're going to take your yoga strap behind the back, and we're going to bring it right at the upper back area. Okay, and then you'll bring it forward. So you want to make sure that both ends of the strap are equal here. And then there's a strap in the upper back, and then you'll take the right strap over the right shoulder, the left strap over the left shoulder, crisscross it at the back, right at the base of the neck, so right at C7. Okay, and then you relax and take your straps here. So we're creating a little harness. Okay, this is what it looks like in the back. Harness. And you want to pull down on that harness, and this helps to release tension in the neck and shoulders. So if you don't have a yoga strap, I'll show you another option, okay? You can work on just reaching through the left fingertips and taking the head to the right. That will also get the trapezius muscle, which is what we're working on. So if you don't have this strap, then work with your hands. If you have the straps though, crisscross it right at the back. Make sure it's really close to the neck. Pull down, lift the chest. Okay, and then take your right hand, pull the strap on the right and bring your head to the right side. So you should feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. Pull with the right hand, bring the head to the right. Take a few deep breaths here. Good, and then the other way. Pull with the left hand and bring the head to the left side. Again, this is releasing the weight of the world from our shoulders. Most of us have one side that's tighter than the other, so let's do one more, and you can stay on this side a little bit longer. So find the side that's tighter. Mine is my left side, so I want to bring my head to the right and open up that left side of the neck. And every time you exhale, just release tension from that area. Good. And then release that. So let's stand in Tadasana and just feel, okay? Just stand with the feet hips distance, let the arms rest by the side, and notice if there's a change in the neck and shoulders. There's a sense of lightness, maybe a little less tension. Close the eyes and take a few deep breaths. Just started practicing, but already hopefully you can feel a lot more space and a lot less tension. Release the hands down towards the ground. Really reach through the fingertips. Open the chest. See if it's easier to stand up straight. And then release. Okay. So hopefully you can find a wall space. We're going to take the hand on the wall. So it can be any wall, a corner, but we're going to have our right fingertips on the wall, just lower than the shoulders, left hand on the rib cage. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to rotate the rib cage away from the wall. So it's a very small movement. And the key here is that you're rolling your right shoulder back and down. So don't let your right shoulder come forward. You want to roll that shoulder back and down. So find a wall. Fingertips are shoulder height, a little bit lower than the shoulder. Roll the right shoulder back and down. Take the left hand on the rib cage, and then start to move the rib cage away from the wall. Now here, it's really important not to arch the low back, so bring the weight back into the heels and lift the belly. And take a few deep breaths here. With every exhalation, you're drawing the belly in and up, rotating a little bit away from the wall. Couple more breaths here. You want to hold a little while longer just to get into all that tissue of the chest. And then we'll release that side and turn to the other side. And take the right hand on the rib cage. Inhale, exhale, start to rotate away. And you'll notice I'm not right up against the wall, because that often puts a lot of pressure on the shoulders, so you want to be a little bit away from the wall, so you can maintain the openness in the chest. So roll that left shoulder back, take the right hand on the rib cage, inhale. Exhale, slowly, slowly start to rotate the rib cage away from the wall. Away from the wall. Hold here at least 30 seconds. Better if we can hold here a minute. And if you have neck issues in general, this is a great thing to do every day. Just a minute on each side. Just get to a wall and open the chest. I think now we have a lot more free time. Okay, and then release. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times. Okay, we're going to do one other thing that's very powerful for releasing tension through this whole arm, neck area. You're going to take your right hand on the wall, but now it's in line with your shoulder. So the right hand will be on the wall. It's kind of like this. Okay, right against the wall. And make sure you're pushing all finger mounds and all finger pads into the wall very strongly. Okay? Roll the shoulder back and down, bend your elbow, get a little bit closer. And then what I want you to do is keep your shoulder rolling back and down and start to push your hand into the wall and straighten your elbow. You should feel a nice stretch through the hand, the wrist, anywhere along the arm. Okay, roll the right shoulder back and down first. Press all 5 finger pads into the wall and straighten the arm. Couple more breaths. And then release. And then we'll go to the other side. Okay? This one looks really easy and simple, but it's very intense often on the hand or the forearm, especially if you have carpal tunnel syndrome or anything like that. So again, bend the elbow, roll the left shoulder back and down. Make sure you're pushing all 5 finger pads very strongly into the wall, and then slowly, slowly start to straighten the left arm. And roll that left shoulder back, bend the elbow, and then push away from the wall. So you really feel the opening through the whole arm. This stretches the nerves that come out of the neck, go under the armpit, and all the way down into the fingers. It's called the brachial plexus. Really nice stretch as well, especially if you work a lot on the computer. And then release back. Great. So we're going to come into Trikonasana. If you have a block, you can bring a block. If you don't, that's fine too. We can use our hands on our legs. Our feet are going to start together. And we're going to take the legs apart. Wide. Turn the right toes out and turn the left toes in slightly. You can place the block behind the right foot. Make sure that the hips are square. We're going to roll the right thigh back, sitting bone forward, and push your feet into the ground. Feel yourself lifting through the leg muscles. Take the arms out to the side. Take a moment. Inhale, reach out through the fingertips. I want you to feel this expansion in the front of the chest. Shoulder blades move apart. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen the spine. Pause. Bring the left hand on the hip and bring the right hand on the block, or your hands can be on your thigh or your shin, not on the knee, either below the knee or above the knee. Okay. If you reach the block, you can push your right fingertips down into the block. Okay. And what we want to do is create a little twist. So we're rotating the right ribcage forward. If that feels okay on the shoulder, we'll take the arm up. And as you push your right fingertips down into the ground, reach out through the left fingertips. And then, if you can really think about your shoulder blades, your scapula, see if you can move the bottom edges of the shoulder blade into the body. So we're opening the chest without arching your low back. The head in line with the rest of the spine. And if it hurts the neck, just look down. Hold here, a couple more breaths. Really pushing the fingertips down and opening the chest. And then with strong legs, straight legs, come up. Release the hands. Turn the right toes in and turn the left toes out. So in our standing poses, we're going to focus a little more on the upper body because we're working on the upper chest and neck area today. So heel to arch, arms out to the side. Inhale. And exhale, lengthen the spine. Reach. Bring the hand down on the block, other hand on the waist. And here we can take the opportunity to rotate the left ribcage forward. Ribcage forward, that's it. Strong legs. And then push the left fingertips down and reach up through the right fingertips. Reach up. So you want to feel that the more you press down through the left fingertips, the more length you can get in the front of the chest through the right fingertips. So push the left fingertips down, reach up through the right. Open the chest, now move the shoulder blades into the body. It's like you're gluing your shoulder blades towards the spine or towards the rib cage. At the same time, we want to zip up or use the belly so we're not overarching our low back. And then come up slowly. And switch sides. Go back to the first side. Turn the right toes out, turn the left toes in. Trikonasana. Out. Pause here for a moment and reach out. And what I want you to learn in this pose, because we're going to work on these shoulder blades, is that the shoulder blades are moving apart. You want to feel the whole front of the chest expanding and that the shoulder blades are spreading away from the spine. Okay? So I'm watching you. Arms out. Inhale. And exhale, come down into triangle. Press the right fingertips onto a block or on your leg. And the right fingertips down, left arm up. Reach the arm up. So push the fingertips down. Try to get the arms in line. So they're in one line from one fingertip to the other fingertip. And then rotate the chest open. Keep the belly lifted. Good. How we roll the left shoulder back. Open the chest. And then with strong legs, come up. Good. Second side. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out. Inhale, again, pause here. Reach through the fingertips, open the chest, shoulders apart. Inhale, exhale, keep the chest open. Press the left fingertips down, the right fingertips up. The more you push down through the fingertips, the more opening you get in the chest. So we're not just hanging out here, we're actually using the ground to lift. And then rotate the chest open, lift the belly, strong legs, and keep the breath soft. No tension in the neck. Make sure you're not breathing in the neck. And then with strong legs, come up slowly, step the feet together, come to Tadasana, feet press firmly into the ground, and then reach the fingertips down towards the floor and open the chest. Good. We're going to come into Parsvakonasana next, so a couple variations. Let's bring the arms to the center, open them up out to the side. Nice wide stance, no block for now. Turn the left toes in, turn the right toes out, and you want to have a wider stance so that when you come down, the knee is directly above the ankle. Okay? So make sure that when you come down, your knee is above the ankle and you're at a 90-degree angle. Arms out, inhale, warrior two. Reach through the fingertips, hold here for a moment, and then bring the right forearm on the thigh and left arm overhead. Parsvakonasana. And as we do this, you're going to take your right arm and roll your thigh back. And as you roll your thigh back, you're going to open your chest towards the sky. So we're rolling the right upper thigh back and rolling the right lower ribs forward. Thigh back, ribs forward. Thigh back, ribs forward. Belly lifted. Ground the back heel. One more breath. And come up slowly. And release the hands. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out. Wide stance. Arms reach out. We're coming through warrior two. Bend the left leg. And just pause here. And reach through the fingertips. Reach through the fingertips so you feel the upper back spreading wide. And then rest the arm. But you're not collapsed here. You want to just rest your forearm on your thigh, but I'm not leaning on it. And then roll the left thigh back and take the left rib cage forward. Take the arm overhead. Press the right heel into the ground. Open the chest. Belly lifted. Open the chest. Good. And then come out. Turn the toes in and step your feet together. Now we're going to take a block. If you have a block, if you don't, you can use anything, a block or books or something like that. And if you don't have anything, then just do what we just did. So you'll work with the arm on the thigh. If you have a block, you'll put it in front of the right foot. Okay, so we're going to work on the rotation in this. Bend the knee. Bring the hands onto the block in front of the right foot. And you're going to use the arm to push back. Push back with your arm so we're rotating the thigh back. And then by pushing the arm back, we can open the chest. And now your arm is just straight up. Not over your head, but just straight up. So we're pushing the arm back, open the chest, open the chest. Keep the thigh low, don't come up, okay? We wanna keep the front thigh parallel to the floor. Bring the shoulder blades into the body. And then come up. And turn the right toes in and turn the left toes out. So we'll bring the block in front of that left foot. Bend the knee. Lift the spine, bring the hand down, and take the arm up. So again, this is much more about opening the chest. Okay, sink the thigh down so that inner groin is moving towards the knee. We're lengthening the front of the leg. Don't let the knee come forward or the hip go back. Bring the sitting bone forward, and then open the chest. So you're pushing your elbow, you're pushing your arm into your knee. Reach through the fingertips, open the chest, open the heart, and then come up slowly. Turn the left toes in. And step the feet together. Okay, we want to do something for the hamstrings. So you have a choice. You can use a chair or a couple of blocks if you have 2 blocks. Parsvottanasana. Either right leg is forward, left leg is back, and we're going to open the chest here. Or if you have 2 blocks and you can keep the chest nice and open, you'll use your 2 blocks. Okay, so it depends on your ability and also if you have chairs or blocks. So if you have 2 blocks, we'll use those. You'll take your fingertips on the block, on a chair, on a desk. It also works with your hands on a desk in front. And our goal here is not to go down very low, but rather to open the chest, to move the shoulder blades away from the ears. Okay, open the chest here. So fingertips are on the block, on a chair. But you want to find, that's good, yeah. You want to find a height that works for you so that as you move your shoulder blades back, you can feel like you're almost doing a back bend, okay, in your upper back. Energize, keep your right leg strong and straight. Hamstrings. Chest open. Sternum comes forward, right hip back, left hip forward, and then switch legs. Just take the left leg, bring it forward, take the right leg back, fingertips on the blocks, square the hips. So we're drawing that left hip back now, right hip forward, open the chest. Draw the shoulder blades back, look straight ahead. And you want to feel like your shoulder blades are really moving in towards the spine as well. Open that chest. If you don't feel much stretch in the hamstrings, go lower. Okay? You can change the height of the blocks. And then you can come up. Okay, so now we take our straps. If you have a strap, you can loop it. If you don't have a regular yoga strap, you'll just hold on to a scarf or a belt. Most of us have our straps. So we're going to have the strap around the, looped around the sort of shoulder width. Okay, we want to do the same pose, but now we're going to take our hands in the strap. The right leg will come forward, left leg will go back. Reach through the fingertips and then come down halfway. And then reach the fingertips back. Roll the chest open. This requires a little more abdominal strength, okay? So if it hurts your back, if you have any back pain, it's okay to have your hands supported and do the last variation that we did. Okay, if you can, even if you don't have a loop, you can just hold a strap behind you. Okay, reach the fingers back, open the chest, draw the left hip forward, right hip back, lengthen the spine, and then push the feet into the ground and come up. Okay, let's switch legs, take the left leg forward, take the right leg back, fingertips away from the ears. Reach through the fingertips, open the chest, open the chest. Shoulders back, chest forward, lots of balance, a little bit of strength here, chest opening, and then come up. Good. Keep your hands in the strap. Okay, we're going to take our legs wide. Prasarita Padottanasana. So the toes are going to slightly turn in, heels are slightly turning out. Reach down through the fingertips. Open the chest and come forward halfway and reach the shoulders back. Okay, so you want to draw the shoulders back. Now, if you can, we'll go further. Coming down, just let the head hang and see if you can take your arms up. Roll the shoulders open, push out into the strap, and then take it overhead. So we're working on rolling the shoulders back first, then up, and melt the heart towards the floor. And watch that you're not sitting back on your hips. You want your hips in line with your heels. Relax the head and neck. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and then come up slowly. Step the feet in, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Same thing. So, legs wide. If that was too much for you, you're welcome to take an easier variation with the fingertips on the floor or on a block or on a chair, and you can open the chest here. So arms again in the strap. So I'm giving you options. I hope you take them if it's appropriate for you. And reach the fingertips up, relax the head and neck. Reach up and overhead, roll the shoulders open. Shoulders open, spine into the body. And then come up slowly and heel toe the feet in and release. Good. Move your strap off to the side. We're going to lie on our belly, coming into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So, lie on your belly. Your hands are going to come underneath your shoulders. And ideally, you want your hands pretty much in line with the armpit area, so a little bit behind. And then lift your leg and stretch your leg back, so you're really bringing your left hip and groin into the earth. You can feel contact. And then lift the right leg up and reach it back and bring it down. Left leg. Okay. So rest the forehead on the floor here. Okay. And before we come up into Cobra, I want you to work on the preparation. So you're going to roll the shoulders back and squeeze the elbows in and press the pinky toes down into the ground. I want you to feel how much energy you can create in your body without doing a whole lot. And keep the head pressed on the ground. So for some of us, this is enough. You can just keep your head down, roll the shoulders back, and really lengthen through the feet and the legs. Okay, without changing anything, keep your pinky toes on the ground, elbows in. You'll start to pull the floor towards you and start to lengthen the spine forward so that we're articulating vertebrae by vertebrae as we come up, moving the upper back into the body. So maybe you stay down here, maybe we don't come up very high. That's okay. The idea is we try to coil the spine up, not pushing up, but rather opening the chest. That's more important. Good. Come down, turn your head to the right. Rest for a few breaths. Okay, and again. Pull the floor towards you. Take the heart forward. Energize the legs. Keep the pinky toes on the ground. The buttocks is engaged. And roll the shoulders back and take the heart forward. So you should not feel this so much in your low back. Rather, you should feel more opening through the upper back area. So if you're feeling it in your low back, then don't go so high. And then come down, turn your head to the left. You can relax your arms by the side, let the toes fall in, let the heels fall out. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, and one more. Lengthen through the feet. Hands underneath the armpit area. Pull the floor towards you. Take the heart forward. Open the chest. Open the chest. Feel the tailbone moving away from the head. Lift, lift. Open the chest again. Shoulders back. Heart forward. Relax the forehead. And then come down. Good. Come up onto the hands and knees. Don't come into child's pose just yet. Just sit back on the heels for a moment if you can. You'll reach for your strap. Okay. The next one we can do with or without a strap. I'll show you two variations. So have your strap next to you, and we're going to come back down on the belly. So the first variation is without the strap. We're going to take the hands on the ground, relax the head, lift the legs up, and keep the hands on the floor and crawl the fingers back. Crawl the fingers back. So we're opening the chest here. Lift the legs, lift the chest, hold, Shalabhasana, and then come down and take a break. And let's do it again. This time we'll lift the arms up and the legs. So crawl the fingers back, lift the arms, and now move the shoulder blades away from the ears. So it's not a big movement, but we want to get that chest to open, upper back to work, and then relax. Okay. And for the last one, we're going to take our hands in the strap, or you can just hold your strap. And we're going to lift the legs straight. Try not to let the toes turn out. So you want to kind of keep the feet pointing straight down towards the floor. Reach up, pull the strap out, lift the chest, reach through the feet, open the heart, hold here. Lift, lift, lift. And then release down. Come into child's pose now. So come up, knees apart, toes touch, and release through the fingertips. Oh. I heard that.
You can feel deep breath, spreading open the low back.
And then come up onto the hands and knees. We're going to do serratus anterior push-ups. So we have a few options. One option is to keep the knees on the ground and just shift the weight forward. So you have your hands or shoulders right over the wrists. This is modified. If you want to make it more challenging, we're going to come into a full plank. Okay, so you want to be in full plank here. The goal is to relax the upper back towards the floor and then to push your hands. Nothing changes in your elbows. We're pushing the hands down and spreading our shoulder blades wide on the back. So the elbows stay straight. We inhale, move the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, fill up the upper back. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Okay, so choose a plank position that works for you. If it hurts your wrists, you can have your forearms on the floor as well. Don't let the hips sink. Keep the hips level with the rest of the body. Inhale, relax. Melt the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, push the hands down and spread the shoulder blades wide. Two more. Inhale, shoulder blades come towards each other. Exhale, spread them wide. Okay, relax the knees, come back into child's pose. You can watch me, watch the screen. What we're doing here on our hands, okay, is that we're letting our shoulders come back, inhaling, and exhaling, you're going to push your hands into the ground and fill up the upper back, but without changing anything in the spine. So the hips don't move at all. It's just the shoulder blades. Inhale, relax the shoulder blades back. Exhale, push. Let's do it again. Okay, so find a position that you can hold without dumping into the low back. You want to make sure you have core strength here. So knees can be on the ground, knees can be in the air. Inhale, shoulder blades move towards each other. Exhale, you push your hands into the ground, spread the shoulder blades wide on the back. Inhale, shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, spread the shoulder blades. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, and exhale. Don't lift your hips up. Keep your hips in line with the rest of your body. And then release, come into child's pose. Okay. Here, we're going to sit back like this. You're going to take your fingers to point towards the buttocks, okay? We're going to bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows towards each other, and lift the chest. So this is a preparation for Siddha Bandha, or shoulder stand as well. The idea is to keep the elbows bent, to roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows towards each other, and then focus on lifting the chest without changing anything. So again, it's bend, squeeze, and lift. Bend, squeeze, and lift. Bend, squeeze, and lift. Bend, squeeze, and lift. 2 more. Lots of work in the arms. Chin down. Neck is relaxed. And then let it go. Okay. So take your strap if you have it. Set to Bandha. Our hands are going to come in the straps. Okay, hands come in the strap. Walk the feet back towards the sitting bones. If you don't have a loop, it's okay. You can just hold your strap or hold your belt and push the feet down and lift up. So the first part of this pose, the inner thighs should rotate down towards the floor. We don't want to let the knees go out. We want to feel a slight internal rotation. And then the hands are going to come into the strap and you'll push out into the strap. And as you do that, roll the shoulders underneath. Roll the shoulders and push out. Let's see if you can get a little more lift in the chest. And then we'll hold here and try to calm or slow the breathing down. Should feel your legs working quite a bit. And then come down slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe walk the feet back a little bit more so the heels are coming closer to the sitting bones. And then push the feet down, lift up, roll the shoulders open, and push out into the strap. Push out, open the chest. You want to feel like you're moving your sternum towards your chin, but keep your throat soft. Throat stays soft. Breath expands through the rib cage, legs are working. And then come down slowly. We have 1 more. Last one, we're going to clasp our hands. If that's not available to you, use the strap again. Okay, last one. 5 or 6 breaths. Clasp the hands, roll the shoulders open. See if you can get them really close together. So now we're drawing our shoulder blades towards each other. And then lift up. Breathe. Push the feet down into the ground. Open the chest, lift the heart. And then slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, roll down towards the ground. Let's hug the knees up to the chest. Close the eyes. Here, when we hug the knees in, you want to feel your tailbone and your sacrum pressing firmly into the ground, and also as if you're extending your sacrum away from the head. So we're creating length throughout the low back. Soft groins. Right leg over the left, hug both knees in. So you're stacking 1 knee on top of the other, and hug both knees in towards the chest. If that's easy, you can also reach for your ankles and pull the ankles apart. You want to feel the stretch on the outer right hip area. And then switch sides, take the left leg over the right, hug the knees in. You want to hold here a little while longer so we get a lot of opening through the tissue and the fascia on the outer buttock area. Hold the ankles, pull the ankles apart, bring the thigh bones towards the chest. Few more breaths. And then release. Let's do one more hip opener. So we're gonna walk our right leg out to the side and drop the knee towards the floor. And you wanna make sure your thigh bone is in line with the rest of your torso. And the left ankle will come on top of the right knee. So this is at a 90-90 angle. We're opening up that left thigh, palms face up, and it's okay to let the hip come up. And as you put your thigh bone away from your head, you want to lift the belly towards the chin. If this hurts your knee at all, you can put a block or a blanket under your right knee. Inhale and exhale, close the eyes. As you exhale, lift the belly and move the thigh bone away from the head. So we're lengthening the front of the right hip. A few more breaths. Nice psoas stretch. Come up and switch sides. So now you take your left leg, you walk it off of your yoga mat. Bring the knee down. Look at your thigh, make sure it's in line with your torso. Take the right ankle over the left knee, palms face up. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, we draw the navel in and back towards the spine. A few more breaths here. And then come up. Roll to the side, come up. What I'd like you to do is take your blanket or take your towel, and we're gonna create a little support for the neck, okay? So you have your blanket sort of as a square here. What you wanna do is you wanna roll up the bottom part, or towel is fine too. So you have a little roll for the neck, but there's also a little space for the head, okay? If you have a bolster, now's a good time to get a bolster and put it under your knees for support. Or a blanket rolled up is also good. And what we want to do is we want to take a moment to really support the neck. So this little roll will be in the neck area. What that does is it creates a nice curve in your cervical spine. So you can take your hands behind your head and sort of lengthen your neck. It's like you're pulling your head back, and make sure that the neck has full contact with the roll. So it should feel really nice and supported. Okay? The head should not go back. You shouldn't be looking that way. The chin should be slightly facing the chest. So if you need more padding for your head, you can take another blanket and put it under your head for support. Now, the hardest pose of all, Shavasana, relaxation, allowing ourselves the permission to relax and release. Let go of everything, control, thoughts, expectations, worries, and just allow the earth to support us right now. It's not easy, but with every exhalation, we can let go just a little bit more. So as you exhale, just allow the body to melt into the ground. Keep the jaw soft. So the lips should touch, but the teeth should be slightly separated. Forehead relaxed, neck relaxed. And just allow the breath to happen naturally as it does. And feel the ground underneath you. Feel the contact of your hands, your feet, your head, your neck, with the blanket, with the earth. And let go for a few minutes. Very slowly, bring our awareness back to the breath without moving, just feeling the way that the rib cage expands as we inhale and falls as we exhale. Noticing if our jaw is soft, our forehead is relaxed. And then we'll bend the knees one at a time, very slowly. Gently roll to the side and rest your head on your arm or on your pillow. And then we'll press up slowly to a seated position. If you have a bolster, you can sit on your bolster or you can sit on a blanket. I'd like to take 1 minute at the end of this practice to sit, to notice the feeling in the spine, in the neck, in the shoulders. Also to notice the feeling in the mind. There was a little bit more letting go of the mind. And for the next minute, we're going to just breathe. We're going to focus on our breath. And thoughts will come into your mind, because that's what the mind does. But what I'd like you to do is to really try to bring your awareness or your attention back to the breath. So it's just an exercise in bringing the awareness back to the breath every time the mind wanders. So close the eyes, palms face up. First, notice how your body feels after our practice. Notice the mind. Maybe the thoughts have slowed down a bit, and again, it's maybe, not always. And then for the next minute, just follow the breath. Follow the sensations of the breath moving in through the nose and out through the nose. Bring your hands back to the heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. See you next week.
Thank you, Rachel.
You.
Fantastic.